Hello everyone. I wanted to come to you. Last night I posted a video about the update of the 3 little girls that were found unalived in Washington. I wanted to come to you and explain what filicide is. So if you don't know, my own children, Alec age 7 and Lydia age 6, were unalived at the hands of their father via filicide on May 2024. So filicide is very close to my heart, and I'm here to spread awareness of what it is. In the media, a lot of news anchors will just say that a child or family was unalived, but when a parent does that act, it is called filicide. So filicide is the intentional act of unaliving your own child or children. Filicide in this country happens over 500 times a year. That takes 500 children or more per year within the United States. Since 2020, that number has risen significantly. I want to let you know that I have met and am now friends with several parents who have lost their children to filicide at the hands of the child's parents. I want to come to you and share statistics and information so that we can continue to talk about filicide, because we talk about school shootings and we talk about suicide, but we need to talk about filicide by using the actual term of filicide when it involves a child and the unaliving of that child by a parent. So filicide is 60% done by the father and 40% done by the mother. The mother usually unalives their own child when it's in its infancy, and that's called infanticide, usually 1 year old or younger. This often is due to psychological issues like postpartum depression. However, as the child gets older, the father is most likely to unalive their own child. There are different types of filicide. Like I said, infanticide has to do with unaliving a child that is an infant or a baby. There is altruistic filicide, which talks about and is the understanding of that parent thinks that it is the best option for the child to be unalived. There is psychotic filicide, when a parent goes through a psychological break, and during that psychological break, they unalive their child. We've seen that often in the news over the past several years. There is also unwanted filicide, where parents unalive their own child because the child is unwanted. There is accidental filicide, which basically is when neglect or abuse becomes too much and it goes too far, and then it's accidental filicide. But the overall underlying issue of that is they are most likely charged with unaliving their own child, because that's known when you get into that state. And there's also, the last one is spousal revenge filicide. And this is when a parent unalives their own child to hurt the other parent. And unfortunately, this happens way too often. And a lot of these filicide cases happen because our court systems do not understand filicide, do not understand the warning signs of the family dynamic, do not have laws and regulations put in place to protect these children and the other parent. There's often warning signs such as abuse to that parent or neglect to the children or other factors that play into it. However, our court system often ignores those red flags. I want to let you know that filicide is always preventable. In every single case that I have researched that I will be bringing to you, there have been red flags and things that have been brought to the court by the other parent, and they have been ignored, they have been dismissed, and they have been outright just neglectful on the part of the other parent and the children, and now unfortunately the children have been unalived. Also, in a lot of these filicide cases, they also unalive the other parent. So a lot of times it's the whole family that are the victims of these tragedies, and there is no one to speak out on behalf of these unimaginable losses. And I believe that it is my mission and path in this life, now that I don't have Alec and Lydia, to spread awareness of filicide, to help this change, to make change so that this does not keep happening. We need to keep talking about this. We need to talk about this just as much as we talk about school shootings, just as much as we talk about suicide, and we need to use the actual name of filicide, and we need to explain to the public what this is. Please come follow me at Hope in the Pain. Please tag somebody in this video. Please share this with any and everyone in a news outlet so that I can possibly help and save other families. Please remember, be kind and always abound in hope. Bye-bye.